All right, so we are beginning up with our first mini table session, that is online brand protection mechanism, Amazon brand registry, Project Zero, and automated brand protection, which will be presented by Mr. Anubhav Jain. He is a global brand relation manager, APAC and MENA from Amazon. So over to you, Anubhav. So anybody would like to join him along and would like to give inputs on this topic, they can also join face to face along with him. Thank you so much, Anubhav. Over to you.
Thank you very much for inviting me here. Um, I would talk about online brand protection and how Amazon actually works proactively with brands in order to protect their intellectual property and also resolve any issues that they may have, in relation to infringement of their intellectual property on Amazon Marketplace. Uh, Let me quickly start by saying that Amazon strives to be its most customer-centric company where people can find virtually anything that they want to buy. As a customer-focused company, we work hard to earn and maintain the customer trust. That means making sure that when the customers are shopping on Amazon, they're able to choose from a wide selection of authentic and safe products. And what we want to do is to keep that trust at a very high level, which basically makes us also protect the intellectual property of brands on our marketplace. So what we have learned over time is that the closer we are able to work with the brands, the better customer experience we are able to provide to our customers, and the better protection of intellectual property it leads to for the brands. Now, what do we do in order to protect to protect the brands and their intellectual property? We have actually rolled out a number of initiatives which we have named as Amazon Brand Registry, Automated Protections, Amazon Project Zero, Transparency, and IP Accelerator. I will give a brief description of each of these tools, which are available to brands and their attorneys, and how these tools help them to protect their IP. But before that, let me talk about the scale at which we deal with this problem. Um, Amazon has got hundreds of millions of customers worldwide, and these customers know that when they are shopping on Amazon, they are going to get the widest selection at the best prices. They trust that when they are shopping on Amazon, they are going to receive an authentic, safe, and high quality product. And at the other end of the spectrum are those millions of selling partners. What we are doing here, we are constantly devising technology in order to ensure that it's easy for the brands and it is self-service for brands to drive and grow their business on Amazon. But at the same time, what we do is we also stop bad actors, considering the fact that there are billions of product updates daily, and we leverage the capabilities of machine learning or advanced machine learning to identify the risk signals. How does this machine learning and machine learning really works at Amazon? What we do is, in order to identify the risk signals, we employ some of the most advanced machine learning capabilities in the world. These tools are focused on stopping the bad actors even before they are able to list their products on our marketplace. And machine learning approach has got various benefits as compared to the manual approach. The first is we are able to work on a massive scale, the one that I just spoke about. And secondly, it basically helps us recognize those patterns of behaviors which are non-obvious to human beings. So what we do here in order to train our systems is that we start with the account verifications, selling qualifications. We verify the names and identities of the sellers. We verify the documents. We also check the competence of the sellers to service the customers. All this information is very helpful for machine learning tools as it becomes the feeding data. What we have learned over time is that these bad actors who are trying to sell counterfeits, they are smart, and they tend to provide fake documents and identities at the time of enrollment and at the time of verification. Now, how do we overcome that? What we do is that we use hundreds and sometimes thousands of these behavioral signals, such as the IP address, such as the device which they have used for listing and selling, and other patterns and behaviors. Then we feed all this data into our machine learning tool, which enables us to take action against the bad actors. What actions do we take against the bad actors? We sometimes, we remove their listings. We sometimes shut down their entire account. And we also, as I'll demonstrate in an upcoming slide, we also file litigation and work with law enforcement to do offline investigations against the bad actors. Let me quickly talk about how Amazon Brand Registry works and how can the brands leverage upon the capabilities of Brand Registry. So as you all know, we actually have got a public facing notice and takedown form, which is available for any customer, any brand owner to report any infringement of intellectual property on Amazon. But over and above that free tool, we have made available to brands a pioneering tool called Amazon Brand Registry. This is a free service to help the brands to protect their IP. It basically gives intellectual property owners tremendous control over their product display pages that basically are using their brand names. And because of this reason, the customers are likely to see the correct information associated with their brands. And using Brand Registry, brands can also better control their photographs, their videos, and information about their brands on Amazon product display pages. Basically, Brand Registry also has got a very powerful search and report tool. It basically means that if brands are looking to find infringements, when they log into Amazon Brand Registry, they are able to search for the infringements through a global search option. Sometimes if they want to search using the image, they can also do image searches, and sometimes they can do ASIN searches. All these capabilities are available within the tool. And once the brand is able to complete their search, Brand Registry provides for a simple and guided workflow for submission of report of a complaint of potential infringement. And then this complaint is routed to an internal Amazon investigator who takes action against the infringement. What is the scale on which we are protecting these brands on Amazon? We get very excited about Amazon Brand Registry as a tool and as a free service to the brands. And this is because we are seeing that customers are getting increasingly benefited by using this tool. And the brands are also highly benefited. In the last about 4 years, over 500,000 brands have enrolled worldwide for Amazon Brand Registry. And these brands have seen 99% fewer cases of suspected counterfeit infringement on our marketplaces. Just to demonstrate how good we are at protection of intellectual property, for every one notice of infringement that brands have reported to us, more than 100 suspected listings are removed proactively by us, which basically shows that we are taking, we're not leaving any stone unturned to protect the brands and their intellectual property. Our global base of investigators work 24/7 to remove potential counterfeits, acting on the notices of potential infringements. Let's quickly talk about what is automated brand protection. Automated brand protection basically identifies and removes suspected infringements on its own without the need for IP owner to complain. Let's see how this tool works. This is based on machine learning tool. It basically removes the counterfeits even before the listing is able to go live on our system. ABP is using unique data that the brands provide to us. So using that unique data provided by the brands, we are able to create customized rules for enforcement, in-house, and that helps us remove infringing listings on its own. Let me quickly talk about report a violation and how this tool works. This is the second most critical tool available to the brand owners. What they do is that once they log into brand registry, they do this search by ASIN. ASIN stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number. They can even search using a phrase or an image. One-click global search capabilities available. It basically helps making the process of complaining easier. So after complaints have been made over a period of time, this RAV tool has got a unique submission history page that you can look at, which lists all the complaints and all the reports made by brands in the past few months. And using that, the status of a particular complaint can also be tracked if that complaint has been accepted and what action has been taken against the seller. Let's quickly see this screenshot, which is another screenshot from the report of violation interface that is available on brand registry. It basically shows the option of image search. And after submission, this is how the screenshot basically shows. After submission, the complaint details are available for tracking, and also the seller contact details are available to the brand owner, so that if they want to take any offline investigation or enforcement action against the seller, they can reach out to them, or they can conduct those offline investigations. Let me talk about transparency very briefly. Transparency is a retailer agnostic item level tracing service, which basically helps brands to proactively identify and prevent counterfeits reaching our customers. It basically uses a 2D data matrix code, which is tied to every unit of a product. These codes are scanned before these products are listed on our marketplace and before these products are shipped to the customers. So basically what it does is it ensures that whatever enters and leaves our facilitation centers is authentic. It's an interactive tool. It basically means that customers are able to scan the codes on the products that they receive to ensure that the products they are receiving is actually the one that was shipped originally from the brand. More than 15,000 brands worldwide are using transparency, from large Fortune 500 companies to small businesses. Till date, about more than 500 million product units have been shipped to the customers using transparency. Let me touch upon this tool called Project Zero. It's one of the most critical tools to drive counterfeits to zero, and that's why we call it Project Zero. For the first time, the IP owners are getting an unprecedented power to remove counterfeits from our stores themselves. That means without the need to complain against the potential counterfeit to Amazon, and without the Amazon investigator needing to do a prior investigation on the complaint. So brands get this unprecedented power to remove listings from our marketplace within a second because we trust them. All listings that are removed using Project Zero are checked by us and incorporated into machine learning tools in order to identify the patterns of behavior, which basically then makes our own machine learning tools even better. This is a screenshot from Project Zero showing an interface where all the details, relevant fields are filled in by brands, and all that they need to do is to click on Remove Counterfeit. The moment they click on Remove Counterfeit, they are able to actually remove the listing from Amazon Marketplace. Just to show you a scale, there are more than 18,000 brands enrolled worldwide for Project Zero. More than 75% of the brands enrolled in Project Zero actually never had to use it, but they still have access to it. Let's talk about Counterfeit Crimes Unit. This is an exciting new program that we have rolled out for the brands. Counterfeit Crimes Unit is dedicated to pursuing bad actors globally and partnering with brands to file civil and criminal litigations against the bad actors. CCU is dedicated to
So,
prosecuting the bad actors. So Counterfeit Crimes Unit is dedicated to pursuing bad actors which are engaged in legal violations. And what we have done is that we have created this specialized team of former federal prosecutors, experienced investigators, data analysts. If a bad actor is able to list counterfeit, what this has done is that it has led to many offline investigations as well as joint investigations with a number of brands across the world. So what we request brands to do is to reach out to us, talk to me, talk to anyone in Amazon that you know is doing brand protection, in order to explore the possibilities of offline investigation, and then we can, basis facts of the case, we can actually start working together. This is my last slide, just to show you the impact of brand protection tools that Amazon has rolled out. Over $700 million have been invested by Amazon, and we have employed more than 10,000 people in-house to fight fraud and abuse. In 2020 alone, we have actually did over 6 million suspected sellers, suspected bad actor accounts, and blocked more than 10 billion listings being published in our stores. We are actively monitoring millions of feedback that we're receiving from customers, from right owners, regular tools even more robust. In the end, I want to conclude by saying that we remain committed, brands and sellers from unfair competition, which is posed by the bad actors in us in our joint fight against counterfeiting and infringement. Thank you. That concludes.
thank you so much, Anubhav. So thank you so much for the wonderful insight about this beautiful topic. So thank you so much, Anubhav, for joining in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Anubhav.